Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! Hey guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy, and you have landed today on day number 3 of the 12 days of Dollar Tree Christmas. So let's see, what do you think we're doing today? Well, first of all, let me tell you, this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And if you're here for the first time, I hope you stick around and get a little taste of what this channel is like. I have a lot of fun. I'm on my way to work this morning, but I gotta stop and do this intro so we can get this video out. All right, so let's recap, shall we? On the first day of Christmas, my DT gave to me a gnome in a Christmas tree. On the second day of Christmas, my DT gave to me 2 oven gloves and a gnome in a Christmas tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Now, normally, it's 3 French hens. And I've tried to make all these rhyme. But apparently every once in a while they're not gonna. Although somebody sent me a really good one that, are you gonna do tins? Which would have been good. 3 French hens, 3 Christmas tins. I didn't though. On the third day of Christmas, my DT gave to me 3 silver bells. It was the right amount of, those things. It was rhythmic. It worked. Okay, so let's talk about these because you would never ever know that these are plastic, would you now? No, but they are. Okay, these were disgusting gold. What? They were so ugly, so cheesy looking. And now these look really beautiful. Now I did something. I've never done this before. I'm not going to talk about it. Let me just show you how I made these. On the first day of Christmas, my DT gave to me a gnome in a Christmas tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true DT gave to me 2 oven gloves and a gnome in a Christmas tree. On the third day of Christmas, my DT gave to me 3 silver bells, 2 oven gloves, and a gnome in a Christmas tree. All right, let's walk through this. There's the 3 ugly gold bells. They're ugly. And what's with the tchotchke stuff on top? Anyway, of course, we're going to remove all of that, which I do right here. And then we're going to start changing the color and trying to get that faux finish on here. By the way, these rings on top were like great big plastic shower curtains. Anyway, doesn't matter. Or hoop earrings for a costume. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'm starting with silver paint because, of course, I want to make these silver. So I'm just going over it, and I didn't sand it or anything. I really just painted over it, and it adhered. And I wasn't sure that it was going to, but it absolutely did. So that was fabulous. One thing that you could do, too, is when these were all done, you could cover them in Mod Podge if you wanted to absolutely seal them for sure. I don't plan on, using them outside or anything. So anyway, and also I'm going on the inside because when these bells are hung up, you will see the inside, and I want it to also look silver. So I'm going to paint all 3 bells in the silver and get that first coat on. And then we're going to start layering some colors on here, and immediately look at how that changes it. It just instantaneously gives it a vintage aged sort of silver look. So 1 layer, I guess, of the black shoe polish on top of the silver paint. So silver paint and then black shoe polish. And of course, I'm also going to go to the inside. Everything I did to the outside, I pretty much did to the inside so as to get that same silver tone on the inside. Boy, I could have stopped right there, and they looked really cool and vintage. However, I wanted to keep going and get just a very fine, the coloring that I wanted. So the reason I did the silver, then black, and then the silver is because I'm darkening the underneath layer for shadowing. So the darker I get it underneath and put silver on top, you're going to see more dimension in the raised portions of this bell. So now one more time with the black going over the silver. So we've gone silver, black shoe polish, silver paint, black shoe polish again. And it's just layering those colors on top of each other and changing the dimension of what you're seeing. Look at how well the raised portions are standing out now. It just looks so good. And then what are we doing? We're gonna dab on our silver. So here's why, like as I'm lightly going over this, you're seeing the darkness stand out from underneath. Do you guys seeing that there? So I'm getting the dimension on all of the raised portions. It's giving it some shadowing in the crevices, basically. And so this is a very light coat, almost a dabbing effect of it, except for right there where I was pushing. But this is a sponge one, and I'm sort of just dabbing over and not doing a heavy coat. It looks like I'm doing a heavy coat, I'm really not, you guys. Plus at this point, we're seeing mixture of the black and the silver in there. Can you see that black is shining through? Not shining through, but coming through a little bit. Look at that. That coloring is so phenomenal. And just painting it silver would not have done the same thing. So these faux effects are really about layering, you guys. Okay, so now I'm taking marker. And I was doing some experimenting with some different ones. These are the paint markers, and they were doing really light. But the problem is they would not continue to mark because they would get paint on them. So the markers didn't work, albeit I tried, and I did try. Just because it's so easy to paint things like this using a marker. But it just didn't work. So don't even bother trying with markers. Instead, I end up pulling out the paints. I kind of like the effect of the markers, but like I said, I just couldn't get it to stay. So instead, we go to paint. So I'm going to pull out my 3 paints, a red, a green, and the yellowish goldish. I probably should have, it doesn't matter. Pick whatever colors you want, right? And I'm so sorry, you guys know when I paint, I always end up pulling it close in so I can see, which of course is happening here. But just know, all I'm doing is painting the green parts green, the red parts red, and the yellow parts yellow, which is just the stems and the leaves are the green, and the stems and leaves, and the red are the poinsettia petals, and the gold is the little parts center of the floral. And when I was doing this, I was trying to go for a really light effect, and it just took a lot of patience and sort of putting it on there, and then it would dry, and just going back and looking at it. So to play with this however you would like to do it, and it took time because of course I had 3 bells to do, but you could go lighter or heavier on the paint, whatever your preference is. And remember, you can always layer on top of the paint that you're painting as well. And I did a top paint, meaning I really didn't paint down around the edges of the raised areas because I knew I was going to try and darken those for dimension. And I was trying to make it as easy as possible. I'm so sorry. God, I'm horrible at filming when I'm painting. You guys, I'm going to work on it. I just need to point the camera in towards my body. And then you can watch my belly jiggle as I paint my bells. Okay, so I'm going to get that all done and do all 3 of those and let them dry. So here's where I'm going to get some more dimension on that. Remember, I said you can layer on top of your things. So I put shoe polish. I just got a little bit on my painting thing there, and I was trying to see what happened, but watch, like all the color went away. It sort of wiped off all the color on the bells, which was actually kind of a cool effect. I thought about just doing this because I liked it, but I didn't. I went back, I repainted it, that's fine, and then decided just to sort of paintbrush my shadowing around the raised areas. So why am I using the shoe polish? Because it is very thin in coloring, and it's not like watering down your black paint, so it's not runny like watered down paint. So it's just a really good medium for doing stuff like this. And of course, it's going to age all my silver up here. I went around all the way around all the edges on these to do that on the tops. And if I got too much, I just sort of dabbed my finger around it and rubbed it in a little bit. But instantaneously, look at how it takes that. See this one? was so silver, and then you start adding in the darkness and you really get that aged silver sort of look. Okay, so obviously I've given you lots of ways that you can do this, and this was how I chose to do mine. But again, when I put the shoe polish on and wiped it off, it was kind of an effect, a cool effect, and I thought about, but I was really going for a more vintage silver look to old silver. Not tarnished, I guess. Yeah, I guess tarnished silver. Yeah, it was kind of what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm going to finish putting those on, and then you guys can just watch the rest of it. It's pretty simple. I'm going to string some bells in as my clangers, and I'm going to string all 3 of these together and add a little embellishment on the top. I kept my embellishment very simple and no bows or anything, and that was just my preference. You could do it however you would like to do it, but this layering effect on these was really, really effective, and I hope you guys absolutely love this. I did. Watch me finish this up now, and I'll be back to say goodbye. So here's what I am going to say. They did take a little bit of time. And if you'll notice, on the parts that are raised and were the smooth plastic, those still remain a little shiny, but it all works out. Listen, when you're doing something like this where you're just giving it a faux finish, and I was just trying to make them look sort of rustic silver, right? You just got to keep layering and layering. And you don't have to, I painted the florals. You don't have to. You could absolutely just leave the whole thing silver and it would be fine. I just wanted to, I don't know. I think these are really beautiful. I just like the little, tiny little touch of the brush on top of it with the berries. It just all goes well. Now what I didn't do, which some of you may want to do, no bow on top. I thought about it. And I was like, I don't know. I just like the simplicity because you can hang it anywhere and it looks great. So for one final, my coffee's in the way. For one final recap. On the first day of Christmas, forget it. Let's just start at 3. On the 3rd day of Christmas, my DT gave to me 3 silver bells, 2 oven gloves, and a gnome in a Christmas tree. I'm losing my voice right now. All right. That's it, guys. I'm off to work now. So, you know the rules now. It's every other day that I bring out the 12 Days Christmas, which will take us all the way up to December 23rd. So, and that should do it. And then I'll take a Christmas break. All right. I hope you guys are loving this series. Please let me know that you're loving it. It's a lot of fun. So far, my absolute favorite craft is number 4, day 4. So it's so good. Marcus said we're keeping it up all year. Okay. So I'll see you back here today is Wednesday. I'll see you back here Friday. And then, of course, I'll have a Dollar Tree haul for you on Saturday. All right, besties, thanks so much for watching. What's your favorite so far? This is going to be the question as we go along now. I think 3, which one is your favorite? So far right now, my favorite are actually the 3 silver bells. And you know what? Just a little thing. I found bigger bells. So the donger, I would actually use the bigger bells. I didn't have them when I did this. I bought them now, but I would use larger bells on that. But I love that just it gives it a jingle when I move it around. All right. And so far I've made 3 things that hang on the wall. What? That's okay. Those are the last 3. So, all right, everybody. We'll see you back here in 2 days. Have a great day, great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Bye-bye.